The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. To throw right away is Howell. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
They go play action with Howell.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Howell from the gun.
He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Howell.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Arnold Ebiketie in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got a sight set on another big game right here.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this curve. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Play action. Haskins. Toward the pylon. Caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And Howell will throw it.
Walters with a grab over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Now Howell. Tosses the out route here to Gallup.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Howell.
That's caught once again by Gallup. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Another throw for Howell. That's Gallup on the slant.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing here, Howell.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
On the Seahawks' 35-yard line.
2nd down, Howell now.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Eric Stokes on the coverage.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Here's Tommy Townsend now
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive.
They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Howell.
This is caught. It's Cruz. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. 6-0 our score after 1.
2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Montgomery. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Once more, Montgomery. And this time he's in for a Washington touchdown.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this
He's got a man, complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to move back in front.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. The Washington offense set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here.
Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Washington going to send out their punter
as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
2nd and 4. They can still get a 1st down without scoring.
Here's Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Throwing again, here's Haskins.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
On play action, Haskins.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now stands at 13. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here.
Defensively, they didn't have an answer last drive. They're going to have to do something here. 5 catches alone on the previous series, a touchdown too.
And you and I both know that defensive coordinators tell us all the time, we don't wait for halftime for adjustments, things of that nature, right? We adjust series to series. Well, I think sometimes you need to adjust play to play because that last series, he absolutely shredded them. I've got to send more people his way and make someone else beat me on the next drive if I'm the defense.
Got to do something. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They go play action with Haskins. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Now throwing on 1st down here.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walters. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
On 1st down, Howell. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And once more, Howell back to the air.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and long. Here's Howell.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here.
He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. They've got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll get 34 yards there. Looking to throw, Haskins. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
So we've come upon halftime with
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete.
All right, Charles, here we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Haskins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Back to throw. Howell.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Washington going to send out their punter.
Standing right on his own 5-yard line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. 51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Jalen Virgil.
From 8 yards out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Washington ready to try again on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 20.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in.
This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down. Howell now. A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Montgomery back to the ground. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Now Howell. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Warden. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 35.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jalen Virgil with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here's Howell.
And the catch made by Walters. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Now 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Howell.
And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Play action. Haskins in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On play action, Haskins. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Now, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Hey, plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
They go play action with Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
on their side of midfield at the 47.
Now Howell.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Washington. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing here, Howell.
Got him in. It's one out. Touchdown, Washington. A.J. Brown, 42 yards.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And they work this well upfield and cross the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing now, Haskins on first down.
Targeting and finding Stills once more.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Haskins. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Oh, now meanwhile, the pass incomplete, but penalty flags on the field. There might very well have been early contact there.
Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They decline that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
2nd and 6.
At the 23-yard line.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Arnold Ebiketie
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Washington going to send out their punter,
standing just about on his own goal line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Haskins going to try to throw it.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work an exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Washington offense set to take over again. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Al down to throw it. The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
First down, Seattle.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
This is the tight end fan.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. It's complete. Stills. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They go play action now. Haskins. He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Haskins. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already